Hello everybody. So we have been learning about the inverse relationship between addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction. So today we are going to practice using our inverse knowledge again, just to make sure we've really got it. So today's learning objective is to use the inverse operation for addition and subtraction. So first of all, you need to be able to identify the operation that has been used in the first place. Then identify the inverse operation and then use that inverse operation. So today's lesson is going to be based on this challenge, which is called the secret number. I'll just share the challenge with you now, but you can also find the link to it on the website. Here we go. Okay, so this is a game for 2 players. So you are going to need to play with either somebody at home or see if you can arrange a Zoom call with a relative, maybe a nan or a granddad or an aunt or an uncle or somebody like that. Or you could see if you could arrange to play with one of your friends from school over Zoom. But you'll have to ask a parent which one you can do. So Annie and Ben are playing this game. Annie puts her secret number into her calculator without showing Ben. And then Annie asks Ben, what do you want to add to the number that she had already put in the calculator? Ben tells Annie that he wants to add the number 4. So Annie presses the add symbol on the calculator, presses the 4, and then presses equals. And when he presses equals, the answer is 10. Have a little think about what was Annie's secret number. What number did she put into the calculator at the beginning? Have a little think about that now and see if you can get the answer. Remember to use your knowledge of inverse. Pause the video now and have a think. Did you do that? Well done. Did you work out that the answer was 6? So let's have a look at how we worked that out. Annie put in a secret number, a number that we do not know. Then Ben told her to add 4. So 4 was shown on the calculator. Then he pressed the equal sign and the number 10 came up. So there was a missing number, 4 was added and 10 came up. So on our bar model, 10 would be the total, and then there's 2 parts of that number. One of them was 4. What is the other number? So we need to go backwards and we need to start with 10 and reverse this calculation, take away this part. So we're going to subtract 4 using our inverse to work out what that number was in the first place. So 10 take away 4 we know is 6. So we can calculate Annie's secret number. Okay, so if you would like to have a go at challenge 1, then you are going to play that game with somebody at home or a relative or a friend from school, like I said at the beginning. So you can use these 3 calculators if you want to, if it helps you. You could either print it out or you could draw them. So remember, I'm going to play with you quickly now before you go off and do this. I put in a number. I've added 5. So I put the number 5 into the calculator. I added 5. And I got the number 30 when I pressed equals. What was my number at the beginning? Pause the video now and work it out. Have you done that? Well done. So you should have been able to reverse this part by using the inverse. So we've used addition and added 5, so we're going to use the inverse, which is subtraction, and take away 5 from 30. And that will give us our missing number, which was 25. So if you feel comfortable with that and want to stop the video here, then I would like you to play that game for the rest of the lesson with one other person. If you'd like to have a go at challenge 2, then you're going to use 2 operations. So I'll show you. I'm thinking of a number. I put the number into the calculator, and then I added 4. So I'm going to add 4 here. So remember that I used addition. And then I subtracted 6. And when I pressed equals, the answer that appeared on the calculator was 32. Pause the video now and see if you can work out what the number was. Off you go. Have you done that? Well done. So we need to do the same thing again, but this time we're going to reverse 2 calculations. So we used subtraction here, so we're going to use the inverse and add 6. So 32 add 6 is 38. So we get to 38 here. And then here we used addition to add 4, so we need to use the inverse, reverse that, and take away 4. So 38 take away 4 is 34. Well done. So the missing number was 34. So if you would like to have a go at this challenge, you're going to play it like this for the rest of the lesson, and you're going to use 2 operations each time. So an add 4 or take away 6. So it could be add and then another add, or it could be an add and a take away. It could be a take away and a take away, or it could be a takeaway and an add. That's up to you, but you decide with the person that you're playing with which operations you're going to use, but you've got to have 2 steps in it. If you'd like to have a go at that one, then you can stop the video now and off you go. If you'd like to have a go at challenge 3, you're going to play the game using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So remember that addition and subtraction are inverse, but multiplication and division are also inverse. So addition and subtraction are opposites, and that's how we can reverse the calculations, but also so are multiplication and division. So if we play this game again, this time I'm going to use different calculations. So I could use multiplication and division as well. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to put a number into the calculator. I'm not going to tell you what that number is. Then I'm going to add 6. And then I'm going to times by 2. And my answer is 18. So you have to work out what my missing number was. Pause the video now and see if you can have a go. Have you done that? Well done. So remember, we need to reverse each step. So I'll reverse this step first. So 18, we timesed by 2 to get to 18. So we need to do the inverse of multiplication, which is division. So this time we're going to divide by 2, which is the same as halving a number dividing by 2. So half of 18, or 18 divided by 2, we know is 9. And then from there, from 9, we then need to reverse this calculation where we added 6. So we're going to use the inverse, which is subtracting 6. So 9 take away 6 equals 3. Well done. So my secret number at the beginning was 3. So if you'd like to have a go at challenge 3, you're going to do this version of the game. But remember, you can use multiplication and division as well as addition and subtraction. It's up to you. So you're going to spend the rest of the lesson playing that game with somebody else. If you would like to have a go at an optional extension towards the end of the lesson, there is another challenge to solve, and here is the challenge. Here is a function machine. So there are 3 numbers that go into this machine. When the numbers go in, 3 is added. Then the number is multiplied by 5, and then 2 is taken away. So what number comes out? So for the number 4, you need to add 3 times by 5, take away 2, and tell us the number that comes out. And the same with the number 7 and the number 5. Once you've done that, this one's a bit more of a puzzle. This is really challenging. So have a go at it if you're ready for a real challenge. These numbers go into this box. Then 3 things happen to them and these numbers come out. Can you think of what happens in the 3 circles? So you're going to have to try to work out what might happen to the number 2 to get the number 22. What might happen to number 3 to get to 28? What might happen to the number 4 to get to 34? And what might happen to the number 5 to get to 40? But there are 3 things that happen. So you have to work out what those 3 things could be. Okay, good luck everybody. I hope you enjoy playing the game, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.